Gordy. It's cold! That's right, that's why I've got the jacket on, that's why I'm all warmed up. And we're going to do chess school, and we're going to do Australia versus Germany. And after that, I'm going to show you a really nice chess game with a fine ending. And when I'm playing Germany here, I'm playing ZeitZauberer. And I'm using the chess.com analysis tool. These 4 games, I think it's 4 games. Yeah, probably 4 games. 4 games I'm going to show you. Were played today. They were 3 minutes plus 2-second increments. And ZeitZauberer, he played pretty well. His rating is 2,184, and he did play around about 80% accuracy. But I was fortunate in one of the games I played at 88.8% accurate, almost 90%. And in some of the other games I was still playing in the 80% percentile range of accuracy, playing at a rating performance between somewhere like 2,400 and 2,500, 2,550. Anyway, but I'll show you at each game how the chess.com analysis did the, whatchamacallit. Okay, so here we go. Game review. I'm clicking on game review here. So clicking on game review. So I've got him in here, the game review. So Mr. ZeitZauberer. Okay, I'm playing at 80.6. He's playing at 74.4 in game 1. Here we go. So he plays at 74.4. I'm playing at 80.6. I played this game at 2250. So his first game wasn't too good. He played at 2,050 rating performance, which is just not quite enough if you want to beat an FM, is it? Right? Okay, all right then. So we're going to start the review. Bingo! Start the review.
The English is a more patient opening, where white plays c4 to control the d5 square without committing a central pawn.
Yeah, I'll just make sure. I want to make sure you can hear this. Yeah, I've turned up the sound, so hopefully you heard what the computer was saying. It was saying that the English is a very patient opening, where white plays c4 to control the d5 square. Right, so hopefully trying to get a c-pawn for a central d-pawn. We know that, don't we? Our more advanced chess players that watch the videos, that's right, g6.
G6 prepares to fianchetto, the dark squared bishop on g7, where it will attack the center from the long diagonal.
Right, exactly. Okay, he played...
This move prepares for their bishop to join the action.
Yeah, you see, can you see what he's doing? The computer doesn't sum it up the same way a human does. But basically, I'm going for the black square control, and he's going for the bishop here with the white square control, all the way down to my b7 pawn. So I feel
your fianchettoed bishop puts strong pressure on the diagonal. Their bishop is a fianchettoed, ready to influence the board from the long diagonal.
The computer loves this word, fianchetto. I'll ask Grandmaster Teddy what he thinks about and how it should be pronounced. Grandmaster, you've been around for quite a few years now. I know you're only young at heart, but can you just tell the viewers what you think the bishop on the diagonal should be called? A fianchetto or a fianchetto? Johnny, it's just a bishop. Johnny, it's just a bishop. Yeah, get over it, Johnny, get over it. You're kidding, aren't you, Teddy? Of course I'm kidding, Johnny. It's a fianchetto. Thank you, Teddy. Teddy knows. Teddy's a grandmaster. Teddy knows. C5 is played.
Textbook play so far.
And this position is exactly the same, isn't it? It's the he's pushed a pawn. I've pushed a pawn. We've got a bishop fianchetto. He's got a bishop fianchetto. Did I say fianchetto? Anyway, here we go. He played e3.
Standard opening theory.
A standard opening theory, and the reason for playing e3 is to play d4 and to prepare the move. So I just played
Develops
knight
the
here.
knight and attacks the center.
This stops pawn here because we'll just take it off. He played
Their
knight
knight comes into
e2.
play, attacking the center.
And this is all theory. So I played knight
This
f6.
move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center.
That's right. I just wanted to develop it quickly and castle as fast as I could.
They did not find the right idea.
He castled, right? So the engine's saying that knight on b1, where the arrow is, to c3, was a better move to reinforce this square. I just castled.
You've secured your king on the same side as your opponent.
Engine said
Solid
that
strategy.
I missed an opportunity, right? So even though I castled, I missed an opportunity to play d5 and free my bishop. And now I lose the opportunity forever.
They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center.
That's right. So now white's got a good advantage, as shown in the evaluation bar, the eval bar as they call it. I played
This prepares your
d6.
bishop for development.
In this position, apparently it's a book move, right? It's a book move. He played d3.
This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game.
Now, I thought d4 was a better move, and Engine says d4 was better, because if he's not challenging me with d4 in the centre, well, he's playing passive. It gives me a chance to get my pieces working. So I just played
Your
bishop
opening
there.
setup is taking shape nicely.
And not the best move. a6 is the best move. However, he played queen
They
to
missed a chance to pick
b3.
a bishop.
Now, I was actually happy when he played this move. I thought, he's not threatening anything, which I was really happy about. In this position, queen c8. I don't know what the best move is. The engine will tell us. But now I'm thinking queen here looks okay. Queen there looks okay. I didn't play that. I actually played rook to
Your pawn
b8.
is no longer hanging and is now
There we go.
defended.
Isn't that interesting? The engine said that my move was better. Queen c8. Well, rook b8 was my move in the game, but remember, now that I have time on my hands, a little bit of time, I can see the error of my ways because I can calculate a little bit better when thinking slowly. And it's a 3 minutes plus 2 second increments. I have 2 minutes 30 on the clock. My opponent's got 2 minutes and 32 seconds. He
They
played
take your bishop with
h3,
a pawn, forcing it to move.
and I moved
Clearly, you
my
don't want to
bishop
leave
back.
your bishop in danger.
He played a3 now.
This move doesn't help their position at all.
And I thought, gee, that's not a good move. He should have moved his queen back, right? His queen's misplaced. So I played a6.
Not the best move, but not bad either.
And he played queen c2.
They slipped up a bit here.
Well, he should.
Not the worst move, but
He
definitely
actually
not the
has
best.
to play pawn here to stop this move. It's a big move. Anyway, so I played
This move
b5.
attacks your opponent's pawn chain.
He took it off,
They exchange pieces of equal.
and
You recapture.
I recaptured. And now black is better, only slightly better. He played knight f4.
The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened.
He played knight f4, and here I played b4.
You missed an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square.
So queen c8 was better. Isn't that interesting? He played
You
knight
overlooked
to
an opportunity
d5.
to capture a pawn
And
that was
it's in
threatening
this-
to win material.
In this position, when he played knight there, I thought to myself, if I take the knight off, he'll just recapture, right? So I thought, well, why not just take his pawn off? Because if he takes with the pawn, I'll win a piece because if knight takes knight, I'll be on his castle. So I thought, I'll better take this pawn off.
Your opponent slipped up, but you didn't take advantage of it.
Okay, so I should play knight takes knight. The engine said my opponent slipped up, but I didn't take advantage, right? Anyway, played rook takes a3.
Recapturing and developing their rook
It's
at the
the
same
best
time.
move. And I played knight
You trade
takes
off equal
d5.
material.
Engine says I should play e6. He
A
recaptured
clear
with the
recapture.
knight, and now I played knight to b4.
You missed an opportunity to kick a knight.
Engine says I should kick the knight first and send it back before playing a move I played. And I can understand why. I can see why.
A clear recapture.
I'll show you. After pawn here, the only decent move is knight here, maybe? Knight there. And then I've got a nice game and my pawns are starting to motor on, move it around a bit. But anyway, I didn't do that. I did play knight here.
You missed an opportunity to kick a knight.
And he took it off.
This is the only move that works.
Now, I captured with the castle.
You captured back.
It's interesting, isn't it? The engine says I should capture with the pawn. And I thought capturing with the castle was correct. So there we go. I was wrong. Played B3.
They took their time and found the only good move.
This is a really good move. Now I played queen to C8,
you are threatening to capture
which
pawn
is a
and
bad
material after the follow-up trade.
It's a bad move. I want to threaten bishop, right? But he's actually got this bishop here move. Bishop hits rook. Yeah, he's got bishop hits rook. He's got bishop hits rook. Oh, the rook goes back. Not a problem. Oh, I thought rook here was a good move. Rook here. Right? Let's have a look and see what the engine says. So
they prevented you
from king H2.
They prevented you from being able to tactically win a pawn.
Engine said bishop B2 was better. Right? And here I played bishop C6.
That is a great square for your bishop, giving it more scope.
Yeah, the reason being is I want to threaten bishop takes bishop so I can get a queen check. Anyway, he played bishop C.
You exchange pieces of equal value.
Oh, I jumped a bit, did I? Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. I'll just jump back a bit. So it was rook takes b4, b3, queen to c8, king to h2, queen to c8.
You are threatening to capture a pawn and win material.
King h2.
They prevented you from being able to tactically win a pawn.
Now bishop
That is
c6.
a great square for your bishop, giving it more scope.
After bishop c6, he played bishop c6. He played bishop d2.
They developed their piece, gaining tempo by attacking your rook.
And now I played bishop takes bishop.
That was a fair trade.
Right? Very important move, bishop takes bishop. Now, if he can't take my castle because I can take his castle, right? So that's not really good for him. Oh, yeah, bishop takes. I just play pawn takes, don't I? Yeah, so pawn takes back, wins a piece, right? Right, so he plays king takes
Straightforward
g2.
recapture.
I played queen check.
This is a fine move.
Right, he played king
They missed a
h2,
chance to
gone
block
back.
a check from the opposing queen.
And now I played rook here. I want to save my castle. He played bishop
Moving their
c3.
bishop to a better position.
I took his
You
bishop.
exchange pieces of equal value.
Queen
A
captured
clear
back.
recapture.
And now I played rook b8.
Now the other player can't stop you from winning a pawn if you make the right move.
But the correct move was h5. It's a computer move, and I'll be honest, not good enough to see it, right? Played rook to
They did
b1,
not find the right idea.
and now he's protecting all these pawns. But I've got this move, queen to
Double rooks on the
f3.
open file is a great strategy.
And my queen has got a beautiful square there, right next to his king, controlling all the diagonals and ranks and things like that. And I'm threatening queen takes pawn checks. It can't be a bad move, can it? Engine says it's a great move. So he played rook to b2. And it's in this position you ask yourself, well, how do you win this game from here? Well, I just played rook on 5 to
You
b7.
lost your advantage, and now the position is balanced.
The positions are balanced, but black is actually still better. Anyway,
Precise move from your opponent.
he played d4, and the engine said, this is a great move. Anyway, I took it off.
That was an even swap of material.
And he played queen
Straightforward
takes.
recapture.
And I played rook
This move doesn't hurt you
c8.
much, but it doesn't help either.
Now, my plan is very simple. I want to play rook here and checkmate him with the castle. That's the plan. He played b4.
They missed a chance to offer an equal trade of pieces. You
Now,
get a chance to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic.
I wanted to play rook here, right? He's setting a trap for me. I wanted to play rook here to threaten checkmate, right? But I can't do it because he'll play rook check here and I'm in checkmate, right? So I get checkmated first. Anyway, so I played rook
You
b5
missed
to
the only move in a
c7.
critical position.
Engine says rook takes pawn is a good move. That's strange, isn't it? Rook takes pawn. Oh, if he takes with the queen. Oh, rook there. Oh, this is a fantastic move. Fancy missing this.
They missed a chance to offer an equal trade of pieces.
Have a look at
You
this
get a
move
chance
here.
to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic.
I should play rook takes pawn. Now I'll show you why.
They missed a chance to offer an
If
equal
I take
trade
the
of pieces.
pawn,
You get a chance to sacrifice.
I'm
The rook was
attacking.
sacrificed.
He can
A
take with the
stunning
queen
move.
or the rook, but if he takes with the castle, I play queen takes pawn check. You can see the check, and the rook, my castle would checkmate down the back. Right, but he can take with the queen. But the problem is that his queen no longer covers this square, and there is no checkmate. So rook here wins. Threatening checkmate, which can't be stopped.
Now, white can't stop black from winning a queen if they make the right moves.
That's right. So he can't. His only move is rook check. I can't play rook check. I can just take it. Oh, but it's not the best move. It's best not to take it. If he plays rook check, and I take it, he'll just play queen check and change queens. So if he checks and I can take his castle, I don't take it.
Right on target.
I play king here. And that's the best move because now I'm still threatening checkmate, right? That's an exclamation mark move. And his only move is queen check here. It's the only move to stop mate. And then you play rook takes. And then you stop checkmate. But
that was a free queen.
But that's what happens. So that's the line.
They missed a chance to offer an equal trade of pieces.
I missed rook takes b4. Rook and b file to
you missed
c7.
The only move in a critical position.
He played rook
this
a1.
Move gives you the opportunity to win their queen.
And then I played rook to a1. What did I do then? Oh, that's right. You played rook to a1. Played rook c6.
You missed an opportunity to tactically win a queen.
I didn't know what time.
They overlooked an opportunity to offer
He's got
an equal trade of pieces.
6.5 seconds left.
You are now able to threaten checkmate.
Yeah, he's got 6.5 seconds left. So I'm just trying to wear him down a little bit. So here I played e5.
Move, you were moving fast and didn't see it.
Right, so rook there was the best move. And that was a winning move, rook c1. I didn't see it because I was moving fast. He can't stop the checkmate, right? Okay, but I was just trying to block his queen off first, right? So I was just trying to make him lose on time. He played queen to d2.
They moved the queen to safety.
And now he's okay. So I played rook to b6. Played rook to
you get a chance to capture a rook
he thinks
and win material after the
it's in this position that he thought that he's on my piece, right? I should take his castle off and win his castle for nothing. But we're both short of time. I've got 56 seconds. No excuse for me, but I played rook
taking
takes
that rook will win material for you after
it's the winning move. He gave me a check.
Capture.
And you know what I did? I didn't take his castle off. I played king to g7.
To recapture.
So he moved back.
Rook to
he
safety.
said, oh, thank goodness, I've still got my rook. So now I've got to start winning the game all over again. So I played d5.
Yes, this is the way.
Played rook to b2. He wants to start pushing his pawn. Well, I thought, I've got to do something different. So I played queen e4. Right. Engine says, definitely the best move. It centralises the queen. And we'll see what he does. I played king g1, waste of time, but he's only got 2.7 seconds left.
Good
so
job.
I played queen c4, plays king g2, played rook b5, excellent move. f3 is played. This weakens his king. He's got holes everywhere near his king now. So I played d4.
That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure.
I thought I would just keep attacking him. He took it off.
The exchange.
I recaptured. He played king f2.
Right
and it's in this position. I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll scare him. So I played
you are threatening
d3.
An eventual fork.
Now the position's close to equal, but he panics here, and he plays this
you are now able
king
to eventually
e3, with 7.7, and so we give him a
This
check. He played king
They
F2.
move their king out of the check from your
Gave
rook.
him another check.
This is a fine move.
He played queen
Capturing checking
takes. We played
rook.
pawn
You capture a
takes.
vulnerable queen.
He played
You're
pushes
now
for a
able to win a rook
queen,
through an eventual fork.
but we gave him a check,
You can
and
win
his
a rook with a
castle's
fork.
gone.
Very nice.
And that was the end of ZeitZauberer in game 1. Okay, so it was game 1. I hope you enjoyed that game. We've got better games coming in the game, in the match. ZeitZauberer 2184 from Germany versus Australia. So we played a match of 4 games at 3 minutes plus 2 second increments. And here we go. We're going to go into the next game now. Go back at game history. Right, so we're playing ZeitZauberer, and we showed you game 1. So we're going to go into game 2. So as I say, we played 4 games, and this is the game 2. Okay, game 2. My rating for the purposes of this match was 2,258, and we're going to go into the analysis room again. Always good to have a bit of game review and find out what the best moves were. I did look at this earlier, and I could have just given the ordinary analysis without the computer, but I want to show you the stats for the game. That's the game. I played 85.2% accuracy. Now you might see that my opponent, my illustrious opponent, he played at 84.8% accuracy. I played 1 great move. He played 4 exclamation mark moves. 4. So how did I win this game? I don't know. He played 4 exclamation mark moves. I played at 2450 and he played at 2400. So he really played a good game here. So this is really probably his best game. So let's have a look now. We'll just have a look at this. Right. Okay.
B3 is an uninspiring move that prepares to bring the bishop to B2 and attack the center later.
Did you hear what the engine said? It says B3 is an uninspiring move. Oh, thank you, Mr. Chess.com analysis. Magnus Carlsen plays B3, so it can't be too bad. And in ordinary company, players up to 2200, 2300. B3 is okay. After all, Grandmaster Bent Larsen, one of the top players in the world, played it many, many, many times. And because our opponent's not a theoretical expert, we chose it.
Knight f6 develops the knight to the center and controls the e4.
Bishop to
Bishop b2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal,
and he played
g6 prepares to fianchetto.
So I took his knight off. That's right. Now, there's a reason for taking his knight. So what's the reason, Johnny? Well, the reason is when he takes back,
a straightforward recapture.
I play c4.
Good move. Textbook play so far.
Textbook play so far, the engine says. The whole idea is we want to control this square. We want to control these white squares as much as possible. And he's got double pawns, so we get to an endgame. It might be good for us. He played bishop
Their bishop
g6.
is a fianchetto.
So I played
Develops
knight
the knight
c3.
and attacks the center.
It's a good move. He castled.
They chose kingside castling.
I played
This
g3.
move opens the path for your bishop to enter
Star
the game.
move, best move. Best move, best move, best move. He played c6.
Precise move from your opponent.
He wants to play d5 and chase me around the board. So I just played bishop
You
g2
fianchetto your bishop, placing it on a
to stop him pushing the pawn. He played
This
d6.
move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game.
It's a great move that he played. It's a great move. It actually prepares bishop here and prepares knight here and knight there so he can play his d5 move and have the 2 bishops in the game. I played e3. Engine says good move. Rook c1 was better. He played
Their
knight
comes into play,
d7.
attacking the center.
I actually like knight a6, but Engine said He played a star move, the very best move. I played
This
knight
move activates your
g5
knight
to
to strengthen
e2.
control over the center.
Engine says rook b1 was better. He played
You
knight
get a chance to kick a
e5.
knight.
And I thought, that's a waste of time,
With
so I
that
hit
move,
him.
you chase the knight away.
I hit him. And now White's got a better position. Why has White got a better position? Well, he's wasted time putting his knight here and getting hit. And we've got this square here covered with lots and lots of pieces, so we're doing well. Played knight to
correct
d7.
move to get their knight out of harm's way.
Star move, best move. I castle.
You've secured your king on the same side as your opponent.
And then he
slipped up a
plays
bit
the
here.
move f5.
Not the worst move, but definitely not the best.
I played a bad move here, I think. I played knight
This
here.
move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either.
It doesn't hurt me too much, but it doesn't help, right? Anyway, he played knight f6.
They've moved their knight closer to the center to boost its activity.
Now, a5 was better, right? Pawn here, a5. Gaining a bit of space on the queen side so that I can't expand easily, because the correct procedure for me to expand my position is rook b1, b4, b5, right? That's the correct plan. Anyway,
It's
I
important
played
to get
rook
all your pieces
c1,
off their starting squares and into the
not
action.
the best move. He played rook
Their
e8.
piece is now in a more active square.
But now I found the move that I missed before I found it.
Nice,
B4.
definitely the right move.
And the engine says, great move, Johnny. He gave me a star. So he should have played pawn here to stop that move earlier. He played a6.
He made one of the top moves in this position.
It's one of the top moves in the position. The other one was bishop h6, which is a real computer move and hard to find. Right?
Good job.
I
That's
played
what I would've
a4. I
too.
continued with my plan.
Their pawn attacks your
Now
knight,
he attacked.
kicking it out of its current. For sure, you had to move away from the
So
threat.
here I want to take his black bishop off or his knight. He took my
They
knight.
exchange pieces
I
of
recaptured
logical
with the
capture.
queen. And here he played queen
They missed a
f6.
chance to create a pawn chain.
Now, in this game, I had to start fighting, right? Because my opponent starts playing really well and outplays me, right? Well, I was winning, but I made a big mistake. He
You
played
missed a better way to create a pawn
b5.
chain.
He played a
This is a fair trade.
I took back.
You are threatening to capture a pawn.
And now he plays
They
this
prevented
move.
you from being able to win material through attack.
Now he's causing all sorts of trouble. Anyway, so I took it off.
That was an even swap of material.
And he took back
A
with
clear
a
recapture.
pawn. And now the position's pretty equal, right? My best move might be pawn here. Right? So I think it might be. I'm not sure. But anyway, I played rook
This move
f5
is
to
okay,
d1.
but not what I would have played.
Engine said rook b1 was better. He played rook
Your
a3.
opponent activates their last piece,
This is a
bringing
good.
all of their
This
forces
is a
into play.
good move. It's an excellent move. I played knight
Yes,
e2.
this is the way.
Engine says I did the right thing. Played rook
This move
a2.
activates their rook on the 7th rank. You are
Played
threatening to create a
c5,
passed pawn.
and the engine says it was a star move, a good move. He played
They
d5.
overlooked an opportunity to offer.
Now I played
You
knight
missed an opportunity
c3.
to challenge the opposing rook for the open file.
I should have changed rooks. He played rook
A quick move to
a3.
get their rook out of harm's way.
Now he's still got that rook as a castle's annoying me. Because he's got this idea of pawn here. Eventually you're going to see me blunder something terrible. I'm going to blunder in this game. I played
Nice,
knight
definitely
e2.
the right move.
Played rook
They missed a
a2.
chance to offer an equal
I
trade.
played
You
bishop
overlooked an opportunity
f1.
to challenge the opposing rook for the open file.
Again, I should have challenged the castle and got rid of his castle. Right? He played f4.
They are threatening to capture a pawn. and
Now
win material
black,
after the
now
follow-up
black
phase.
is better. If we look at the evaluation bar, black is now better. He's threatening pawn takes pawn, and now I'm in real big trouble. I took it off.
Taking that pawn will win material for you after the follow-up trades.
He played g
Straightforward
takes it,
recapture.
and I played knight
A clear
takes it.
recapture.
It's the best move. He played bishop
They are threatening to
h6.
capture a knight and win material after
Now,
the follow-up trades.
I played really, really badly here. I played badly, really badly. This is where I didn't know what to do, and I played so bad. I played it perfectly up to knight takes f4. He played bishop h6, exclamation mark. That's his first exclamation mark move. I played
You
queen
missed an
to
opportunity to offer an
f3,
equal trade of pieces.
and it was really bad. I should have played rook hits rook, right? And now he plays
Your opponent's move
rook
wins your king.
g8 check and wins my queen. I thought, I'm lost now, but I'm going to fight. This is where Johnny Curtis fights, right? My opponent's got 38 seconds. He thought, oh, why doesn't he resign? I got him now. So I played king to f1. He hit my
Your opponent's
queen.
move sets up a skewer, winning material.
So now I'm totally lost. My queen's in a mess. Anyway, so I played queen to g3. He took the rook.
Taking your vulnerable rook.
And I played rook
This
takes.
move cost you a queen, but the position was lost regardless.
Yeah, so the position was lost anyway. He played bishop takes
With only
f4.
seconds to spare, your opponent found a sharp tactic.
And now he's found a tactic. Anyway, I played queen takes
You
f4.
recaptured the piece.
He played queen
Now you
takes.
have to have isolated double.
I
you
took.
recaptured.
And now, when he's short of time, this is when Johnny Curtis starts fighting. The old FIDE master, he starts fighting. Played king
They did not find that
g7.
idea.
Not the best move. He should have played rook here, it's correct, near where the arrow is, threatening to just simply take that pawn, and my position falls apart real quick. But I played
Good
bishop
job. That's what I would have
f5.
played too.
Star move, very best move in the position. And if you can find the best moves in the position, even though you've got a lost game, you can come back. He played
Your
h6.
opponent still has an edge,
I thought
but they are no longer winning. Yes, this is the way.
and now it says the engine says he's not winning.
They
Played
defended
rook
their pawn,
a6,
which was
good
under
move.
attack.
I played rook to
Nice, definitely the right
b1,
move.
which is a great move. He played rook to
They played one of the best
d8.
moves here.
It's one of the best moves. I played rook
Good job defending
b7.
that bishop.
I'm now threatening bishop here, right? Rook b7. He played king
They
f6.
played the strongest move available.
Best move on the board. God, he's annoying, isn't he? Playing the best moves. I played a bad move. I played bishop g4.
You missed an opportunity to activate the king by getting it off of the back range.
I should have moved my king forwards. That's right. Okay, so rook
Decent
e8
move,
was
but they had
played.
a better one.
I played
You
f3.
overlooked an opportunity
This
to
is a
activate the king by
terrible
getting it off
move.
the
Now,
back range.
now I'm getting
You allowed the
checkmate.
opponent to activate a rook by getting it to the 7th.
Now he
missed
gives
a
me a
chance to
check,
activate
but
a
it's
rook
a
by
bad
getting it to
check.
the 7th
He
rank.
thinks he's checkmating me, but watch my resources here. In time trouble, I
You
played
missed a
king
better way to
g2.
evade the check from the
You
opponent.
played
They are
rook
right on
checks.
target.
And now I played king
You dodged the
h3.
check, moving your king out of harm's way.
I went to the wrong square. He played
They're
rook
threatening to force an
a2.
eventual checkmate.
Right. And now I played f5.
Not the best
Right.
move, but not bad either.
Now here, he thinks he's going to checkmate me with king here and rook takes pawn checkmate, right? Rook takes pawn checkmate. And he wants to play king here for the to cover my escape square, so I can't go here and get in here, right? However, the old master's still got a few tricks up his sleeve, right? So he played king
You get a
g5,
chance to
and you
win
know what I
material
did?
through a discovered attack.
I gave him a check.
A discovered attack is always powerful.
And
This
now
time,
look at the
you will win
position.
material with it.
He's got 8.9 seconds left, and he's going to lose something. He played
This
king
move
takes
captures the
f4.
pawn that was attacking their king.
But now the position's equal. The engine says the position's equal. So from a totally lost position, from a won position to a lost position, now we're back to a drawn position. I took his rook.
Nice vision spotting and
He took
a clear
back.
recapture.
And I played rook takes
You won a pawn
f7.
for free.
Star move, best move. He played king
That's
g5. Played rook
Good job.
c7.
That's what I would have played
Star
too.
move, best move. In short of time, I'm finding best moves. He played rook
I like their
d2.
choice.
He should have played rook there. I played f6.
You had a better option, but this is not bad.
It's not the best move, but I'll tell you what makes him think a bit. He played king takes
Precise move
f6.
from your opponent.
I played rook
You made a
takes
pass
check.
pawn.
Played king
Their king steps
g5.
away from the check by your
Played
opponent.
rook
Well done, an
d6.
excellent move.
Took the
Capturing your
pawn
hanging
off,
pawn.
and now I
Your
push the
passed
pawn.
advances to its goal.
And it's in this position. I won on time. Isn't that amazing? So the score now is 2-0 against Germany. ZeitZauberer. Okay, so let's go back. As I said, in this particular game, he played really good chess. It was a tough match, and he only lost on time. I had 26 seconds left. Right, let's go back to game history. And now what we're going to do is going to look at game 3 between Mr. Zauberer. 1, 2, 3, here we are. Just check this. Oh, this is an exciting game. Oh, this is an exciting game. And then after this game, which has got just about everything in it, right, from an attacking perspective, actually a counter-attacking perspective, because again, my opponent, ZeitZauberer, he was attacking me, and I was losing it, so I had to come up with some counter-attacking ideas, which I did, and I'm going to show you this wonderful game. Okay, it's a Caro-Kann defense classical. It's a Spassky variation. We don't play as well as Spassky. But let's have a look at the game. C6, D4, D5, typical Caro-Kann, knight to D2, D takes, and knight takes E4, bishop F5. This is all theory. Played knight G3, and we retreat our bishop to H6. Here, he plays H4. His plan is to push this pawn on the bishop, so we prevent that with H6. Now he plays knight F3. Now it looks like he's just developing a piece, but he's really threatening this powerful move, which is almost like a forced win for white, right? So you play knight D7 to stop the knight entering in here. You don't want the knight to come in here, because otherwise you can get toasted. He played H5. We retreated to H7. He played bishop D3. He's going to counter my fine bishop. We took his bishop off. He takes with the queen, and we play E6. Right? The whole idea is we want to prevent this move. Played bishop F4, good move. Knight G5 to F6. And now we've got white's got a slight edge in the event. He's got a slight advantage. He castled. Played queen A5, which is not a great move. Played king to B1, which is a great move. So he's outplaying me at this stage. So I played knight D5, artificial move, total rubbish. I probably should play bishop E7 and castle queenside or something. He played bishop D2, he chased me, so I played queen C7 and went back. The whole idea is I wanted to take control of this square, but it's a bad idea. He played C4, and now he's winning. I played knight F4, which is not a good move. It's not a good move. He really should play a move like queen here, right? And white would be winning after queen here, queen to E4. Reason being, after knight takes pawn, rook here, the knight's trapped. Right? Okay. Anyway, let's have a look. Where are we up to? Queen F1 he played, defended his pawn, very passive. Played knight F6. I didn't know what else to do, I'll be honest. If he wants to win the game now, he can just play rook hits knight. My knight's trapped. He's blind. He's a blind old bat. He did play it actually. Hold on. He played this move. He played it. He played the best move. Rook H4. I played G5. I found a way to hold the knight. Oh, it's a bit artificial. But he took the bishop off. Bishop takes F4. G takes. And he played knight E2. Now what he's after now, he's after this pawn. He's after that pawn. So I played bishop D6 to hold it. And he didn't want to play pawn here. He smelt a rat. And pawn is probably a good move, actually. But he played queen E1. I played rook G8. Now I'm back on the attack of this pawn. So really, pawn here again is a good move. Played rook H2 and held his pawn. Too defensive. When you've got 1 minute 57 cents on the 57 on the clock, you should try to be attacking, not defending. So I played knight G4 and attacked his castle. Played rook H1. Remember, 1 minute I've got a trapped knight. Next minute I'm attacking. he played rook h1. I played c5 because I didn't want him to chase my bishop. Okay, he played d5 and now he's on this pawn. So I played e5. I want to push the pawn. Played knight takes f4 and guess what? I didn't see it. That's right, I didn't see it. And so now he has a very strong position. So I castle because now I'm in trouble. Played knight e2. He's playing really good chess. He's got no structural weaknesses. You're going to see some fantastic chess in a very, very short time limit. You're going to see something really great. I played f5. I've got to expand my game. I'm a pawn down. I've got to do something. He played g3. Good solid move. I played rook d5 to f8. He played knight h4. He wants to play knight in here, right? I played e4. And he played knight g6. Now, he's starting to choke me a bit here. I can't take the knight because you can't give up the exchange. You've got to keep your pieces on the board. So I played rook e8. Played knight e5 to f4. And now, in this position, I probably should take the knight, but I didn't. Played e3 to try to confuse him. He played f3. So I thought, great, I'll go in there and take your castle off. He played knight e6. He's attacking my queen. So I played queen f7. I could have taken his knight, but I don't want to take his knight. So it's getting complicated, but his knights are really powerful. He played queen takes e3. I played knight takes h1. He played rook takes h1. And I played f4. And at this stage, you look at the evaluation bar, and white is winning. Black is totally lost. So how does white win this game when his opponent's got 1 minute and 11 seconds left? Well, he took with a pawn. Now, there's a few traps there with pawn there. If he takes with this knight, he will lose his queen. If he takes with this knight, I can take the pawn and my position becomes active. So he's only got one move in the position, and that's why we played it. He played g takes f4, cost him 3 seconds. Not much, but we played queen checks just to annoy him, but it's not good. He played queen e4. So I played queen f6, I ran away, and now he plays rook e1, right? So he's just protecting all his pieces. If he plays this move pawn here, I'm a goner. I played king to b8, right? Played knight e5. Now, really, this might be my one and only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Rook takes knight is probably... Oh, he's threatening knight checks. No, if I play rook takes knight, he's got knight check. Yeah, knight check wins. So he's got the damn knight check, so I can't do that. So what move do I play? I play queen h4, that's right. I start trying to become active in the position. He played knight checks. Now, it's not a good move. I played king c8, right? I was frightened about going into the corner, right? I was actually frightened of going into the corner. And anyway, he played knight, king c8, he played knight e5, he went back. He's running short of time, he's got 21 seconds. So I played rook g2, I thought, I've got to start attacking. And my plan is to play queen here real quickly and checkmate him. He went rook c1, he wanted to defend. I thought, great stuff, I'll play queen here. If you want to defend, I will do my very best to give you a tough time. He could play rook here in this position and get a draw if he wants one. But he played knight to d3, attacking my queen. So I moved closer, queen to d2. Right? He played queen f5. He wants discovered check. He wants to play knight takes pawn check or something of that nature and smash me. So I played king to b8. I ran away. He played a3. So I didn't know what to do, so I played rook on the e file to g8. I wanted to put the rook on the 7th rank. White's still winning. Look at the evaluation bar. White's got 10.5 seconds. White's winning. Germany looks like it's going to get the point. He played king to h1. He thought, I'll just play safe. I played rook e2. Rook e2. He played rook to b1. He thought, I'll be even safer if I play rook to b1. So I played a6. I wanted to give myself an escape square. He played rook knight d5 takes c6. And you know what I did? Rook to g1. And now White's winning. Rook to g1. And it's in this position. He played knight d7 check. So I played king a7. And we won on time. But in this position, you know, he can't take the castle, right? Because of... he can't take the castle, right? Because of queen takes pawn, queen takes pawn checkmate. So he can't take the castle. He might be able to play a move like knight here. Is it knight queen? I don't know what he can do there. If he plays knight there, we take his rook. And then take his knight, and we're winning. So he can't do that. He could play knight back here, try to cover a few squares. But if he plays a move like knight here, some people would say, oh, well, push a pawn. You can push a pawn. But rook takes rook check is not good for him. Rook takes rook check. Pawn here, if he plays pawn there, I think, what's the winning move? Yeah, rook takes rook check, and we pin his queen to his king, right? So he's got a problem there. And if he plays a move like knight here, knight back here or something, what's the variation? One variation that's really, really good. Oh, if he plays rook takes rook, it's not. He can't take it. There's one variation there that's really interesting. Well, the engine saw it. I could play a move like. Rook takes rook check. Where's the mate? Rook takes rook check. King takes rook check. Queen. Yeah, so I don't know how he can stop the checkmate. I'm threatening rook takes rook check and rook here. I suppose he's got to go here. But there was one really brilliant move in this position. Oh, if he does that, I can just play rook takes rook check. That'll win. Yeah. So anyway, that was the second game. It was wild. I was totally lost, but I counter-attacked. Yeah, he's got to take with the queen. And I think the best move here is just rook here. Right, and if he takes the bishop, we take his queen, he takes back, we check him here, he goes here, then we take a pawn with check, and he moves back or something, and then we just take his knight, and we win the game. So there you go, so it's a win for black. Crazy stuff. Anyway, we're going to go into the next game. Next game is also very exciting. But that was a really good counter-attacking game from a totally lost position, right? Right, so ZeitZauberer, where is he? There we go. And now here we go. This is the final game from ZeitZauberer from Germany. And after that, we're going to show you a wonderful game with an ending. Great ending game. I don't want to spoil everything for you. So Sicilian defence, right? Okay, e4, c5, knight f3, e6, d4. We have the Sicilian, c takes, knight f6, knight c3, and now knight c6. Right now, this is all theory. This is the 4 knights variation Sicilian. Knight takes c6, b takes c6, and my opponent knows all the theory. So because my opponent knows all the theory, I thought I'd do something slightly different, and I'll change it a bit to confuse him, because this is where you can win with natural ability if you take your opponent slightly out of the opening, out of the main line. So I played e5, which is the main line. He played knight d5. I played knight e4. He plays queen c7, and I played f4. And now he plays this move, queen b6. It's a great move. It's a really good move. And this is all theory. And often people try to win with c4 and they get into a bit of a bother. So I just thought, no, I won't do that. I'm just going to develop my pieces. Right. Now, he could play a move like bishop here if he wanted to. And his game's quite okay. He can't castle at the moment. He can't castle, but bishop here is quite okay. f5 is a possibility. He played bishop a6. So I just took it off. Right? Really simple chess. And then when he played queen takes a6, I simply played queen here. And what we're doing by doing this, we're taking away all the dynamics of the position. Right? Now, from a technical aspect, Black's got a great game because he's got better pawn structure. His bishop's on the right colour square. He took it off. I took back with the king. And the engine says white's slightly better. And the reason being is because we've got this pawn move, but we can't play that. Well, we haven't got much. He played f5. And here I just played knight to f2. And I didn't take the pawn off. If you take the pawn off, right? If you take the pawn off, the pawn takes back. Oh, so the knight will take back, and the pawns start rolling in the middle. So we don't want to encourage these pawns to roll in the middle. So we played knight f2. Played bishop c5. He wants to take my knight off. So I played knight to d3. And it supports, the knight here supports my pawn, but more importantly, this knight hasn't got many good squares. So he played bishop b6. So I played c4, and now his knight can't go here because pawn here will trap his bishop. Right? So he's got to go knight there or something. Anyway, he did. He played knight e7. And it's in this position. Remember, we are playing a Blitz game, 3 minutes plus 2 second increments against ZeitZauberer from Germany. He's got 2 minutes 51 seconds at the moment. He's got 2 minutes 51 seconds. He's just played knight to e7. We played 17 b3. We're just supporting the pawn structure. Bishop d4 was played, right? So we just moved our bishop to b1. And now he plays c5. Now, big mistake. Why is that a big mistake? Well, the pawn's a target, right? So what do we do in this position? If the pawn's a target, how do we win it? Well, we play bishop e3. And now, hopefully, he won't realise that we're threatening knight takes pawn. So rook c8 is almost forced, right? Bishop takes bishop and rook c8. It's almost forced. But he played knight c6. He thought, oh, if you take the bishop, I can take back with check. But big mistake because of knight takes c5. Bishop takes e3. King takes e3. And now have a look at the structure. he's got a slightly weakened pawn structure, and we've got really active king. We've got a fighting king in the middle of the game. We can't get checkmated. He plays g5. His plan is me to take this pawn, and he gets the central pawn, and he gets counterplay, right? But we won't have any of that. We played g3. He played rook g8. He's trying to activate his pieces, so we just play rook h5 g1, right? So if he takes the pawn, we just recapture back. We're happy. And he played rook c8. And I thought, what does that do? Not much. So I played knight d3, and now my knight's also covering this square. Played king e7. It's a bit too late. Maybe he has to block this pawn, because we played h4. We thought we'll keep that pawn structure intact on the queen side, try to cause some trouble on the king side. He played h6. We took a pawn off. He recaptured. And here we played b4, right? And now the engine, the evaluation bar side of the board says white's winning. Okay, but then his time. He's got 2 minutes 20. I've got 1 minute 55. So rook h8 he played. So I just challenged rook, so I'm happy to swap a rook off. Plays a6. This is very passive. So I played c5. I probably could push the pawn, but I didn't want to activate his pieces. So I probably could also play rook takes rook. However, I just played c5. I thought, well, sit back and just watch and see what he's doing, because I can't see a good move for him. He played king f7. He's probably worried about the h file, my rook coming in. So I played a4, played knight e7. He wants to put his knight in the middle of the board. So I thought, well, I'll keep pushing my pawns. Played knight d5 check. And now, where does the king go? Straight in the middle of the board. Plays a takes b5. A takes b5. Rook to a8. So now he wants rook activity. He wants to give me a big check. If black can check me here, it's virtually checkmate. So I took his rook on h8, right? Now, it's very funny, this position. It's not checkmate. So if he plays rook here, I can actually put the knight in. I can actually put my knight in, and I'm just winning the exchange, right? So rook check doesn't work, right? So he took the rook and he realised it didn't work. So I pushed the pawn forwards, going for a queen. He said, oh, gee, I've got to stop that. So he moved his rook back. So I thought, I know what to do here. I'm going to give him a pawn. He took it off. It's here I played king c5, penetrating with a fighting king. Played knight e7 to hold the pawn. And now I played pawn forwards, just pushed it. What are you going to do to stop my pawn? Played g takes f4, I recovered with the pawn. Played king e8, and now king b6. Right down his throat. Played king d8, and now knight c5, threatening knight takes pawn check, right? And now he's got no moves. He played knight d5 check as a spite check, and I played king a7. And now there's no way that he can stop me, right? Nothing that he can do. I'm threatening king takes castle. He can't allow king takes castle. He can't play rook takes pawn check. So the only move he has in the position is king c7. And then I could just simply play knight takes pawn check and king takes rook, right? Knight takes pawn check. And then if he moves his king away, I could even check him again and then play knight here. I can do whatever I like. There's nothing he can do, right? So in that position, I'll probably play knight, king. I'll play king takes rook. Yeah, that just wins. And if he takes the knight, well, king here, he can't stop the queen. It's as simple as that. You can't stop it. Get a spite check. No, there's no more checks. There's a queen there. But that was a really good endgame study, right? On how to boa constrict your opponent. And the key move in the position, I thought, was c6. Offering him the pawn, offering him that key pawn, so my king can penetrate his position. He's got to take the pawn, because otherwise I've got 2 passed pawns. And then I played king here, right? And that's when he played knight e7 to hold his pawn. But I just pushed the pawn. There's nothing he can do. He's just totally zigzagged. The threat is very simple. Threat's just king here and king there. And the game's over. That's the threat, right? There's just nothing he can do. That's why he did that. King e8, trying to stop my king coming in. King b6, I just go in the other way. And now knight there, which smothers him to death, right? Smothers him to death, right? So that the only moves then would be just knight check, king here. Rook takes pawn. And we could just play knight takes back check if I wanted to be really naughty. But rook takes rook is a win. You can play knight takes pawn, but now he's in total zugzwang. I can just play, because he can't push this pawn. Right? And he can't move the knight. He moves the knight, knight takes pawn check. So again, he's in total zugzwang. So king b6 again seems to be the winner. His only move, probably go for a pawn here or something. You can't move anything. King here, king takes pawn. We start chasing his king. Run away. King here, run away. And we just play knight takes pawn when we're ready. But again, he's not doing anything. Yeah, so that's just the end of the game. He's just finished. Okay, so that was just the end game. And now, we've got one more game for you. In our chess school today, we've got a game against, this one's 52 moves, so I'm going to move along a little bit quickly out of the opening and everything. I played at 85.32% accuracy. I'm playing SH58. It's from Tunisia. That's right, from Tunisia. And he's rated 2,225. And he plays at 83.44% accuracy. So it's a real battle that we play here. And it's an endgame. It's another endgame study. Right, it's a bit of an endgame study. So we'll oh, hold on, I just lost it. One sec. Be patient with me. Game history, here we go. And this is the game. Right, so we got it back up. Okay, he lost on timeout, it's true, but position was lost. It's a French defence, king's pawn opening, exchange winner. And right, e6 is played, d4, typical French defence moves, e takes d5, and we just play this bishop d3, right? And all it does is develops the piece. So it stops black doing all those c5 moves and attacking against your central d pawn on d4, and everyone seems to know it back to front. So why not just play simple chess? You play knight c6. Now, if I play a move like pawn here, I haven't achieved much, and it blocks my knight from coming out. And yet, if I play knight here, he can just simply play bishop here, threatening to take my knight and win the pawn in the middle. So white has to be careful. So we play carefully, knight here. Now, by playing pawn here, we reinforce our pawn structure, and he can't play knight here or knight here or knight there. So ideally, we've just made it a little bit more difficult. He handles this game really well. He plays bishop d6, a logical move. Attacks my king side. He's got 2 raking bishops attacking my king side. I play knight e2 to try to confuse him a bit, because I don't want to play knight f3 because he's got this bishop here move again. So that's why I chose knight e2. He played queen f6, and I thought, God, that's a good move. Because now with his queen there, he can do things like knight g7 and pawn g5, right? g5, g4, and get some sort of attack, right? And because white's playing a little bit passively. So I play queen to d2, right? Well, you might ask yourself, why are you playing a move like queen to d2? Well, I'm trying to push him. He's rated 22, 25, and I'm trying to make him think. I want to play queen here, right? And just change queens. Threatening a pawn and threatening this pawn and threatening a queen. Now, I think if I can just change queens in that position, I'll be okay. But there's a problem with my move. White's worse because my bishop's blocked by the queen. Right? He plays h6, so he finds the correct move. And he's still leading on time. So I play knight f4, still hoping that he'll take the knight because I'm threatening a pawn. But he doesn't. He plays knight g5 to e7. So he's playing good chess. And it's in this position. I could probably play knight here. And this is the move I missed. I think I missed this move, knight here. Attacks the queen. Where's he going to go? And I want to play knight takes pawn check. If I can. Right. Right. If I play knight there, it almost wins. He's got queen h5. Oh, he's got queen h5. So if I play knight there, he has got the move, the retort, queen to h4, sorry. And after knight takes pawn check, king f8, and my knight's sort of trapped. Which wouldn't be nice. My knight's trapped. Okay, so after knight h5, not a good move because of queen h4. Guess what? I didn't play it. I played castles. I must have smelt a rat. Bishop f5 is played, so I just took his bishop. He took back with the queen. I thought, you beauty, I'll play g3. Again, offering him to change queens, right? Bishop takes knight, takes, and white would be fine. See, castle queenside. When we look at this position, he's got good development. So I played knight to g2. Not the best move, but it's okay. He played g5. Here he comes. So I don't like this. So I played b4. And black's winning in this stage. Knight g6 is played. I played knight a3. I'm getting desperate here. Played f6. He's winning. Queen c2. I just want to force the change of queens off because now we're on his knight. That's how we just tricked him a little bit. He wouldn't have been happy about that because he was winning easily, and now we have an endgame. So he played queen takes c2, knight c5 take, not a5 takes c2. h5 he's played. So he's trying to expand on the queen side. So now that we've got this position, from a technical aspect, as long as white can't occupy this square unimpeded, black is winning, or black's got a better position. Right, so black's slightly better. There's not much in it. Where are we? Where's the game? We played h3, f4. Oh no. No, here. c4. No, c5, e3. So we're going to go back 1 second. Sorry. Queen c2. Right, queen takes c2, knight takes c2, and h5. I play knight here. I want to jump in here or take that pawn. Play knight c5 to e7. Powerful move. Best move on the board. Now, in this position, I've got to try to find a way to get counterplay. I can actually see that pawn here and pawn there can be dangerous. But I want him to overreach, so I played a3. My plan was to, against h4, which I saw coming, I want to play rook to d1 and protect my d pawn. He plays f5, here he comes. But what that does do is it allows my bishop to be on this pawn. So I need to get my bishop on that pawn. How do I do that? Well, I thought I'm going to play pawn here, which is not good. It's not good for me. Black's winning, but he's got 2 minutes 11. I've got 1 minute 37. I'm scampering for moves in the position. So I did play c4 to be active. He plays h takes g3. In this position, I thought to myself, can I play pawn hits bishop? But it's no good after pawn takes pawn and bishop f5. So I played h takes g3. He plays f4. He's on my knight. And now we've got a critical situation. I can play pawn takes pawn. But my king becomes really exposed. I didn't want that. So what I did was I played c5. Anyway, he took that one, and I took his bishop. So he takes a pawn with check. I played king takes, and now he plays rook takes d6. Well, I played bishop takes g5, and in this position we've got an endgame, and it's a tricky endgame, but I think black is fine. Black is actually better according to the engine. I played rook f8 check. Right, he played rook f8 check, and where's his rook f8 check? He played rook f8 check. Where's his rook f8 check? Rook f8 check, king g1. He plays knight f5, which is a logical move. But I played rook d3, and this is a fantastic castle. Really well placed, my castle, if I don't say so myself. And the engine says the position's almost equal, just a real slightly better for black, but not much. Rook e6 is played, so I play rook f1 and pin his knight to his castle, and now the position's equal. So we've equalised. He plays knight d6. We play rook takes f8, he takes with the knight, and now what move do we play? Knight hits rook. Right, and suddenly see more rook e1 check. Play king g2. I don't want to play king f2 because if I play king here, when he moves his rook, he's threatening knight checks, wins the, checking me here, wins the bishop. So that's why I played king to g2. Probably confused him a bit. Now he moves his knight in on my bishop, but now I've got bishop e7, attack his knight. Remember, I'm still threatening the pawn in the middle. He didn't see this. He played king knight there. Now his knight is trapped. Can you see that? C1 knight is trapped. So I just played knight takes d5. Played king d7. He needs an active king. Played bishop h4. Keep his knight trapped down there. King h4. He played c6. He chases me. Played rook e3. So now I'm threatening his knight, and he's got decisions to make with 53 seconds on his clock. Now, how does he play an endgame in 53 seconds? He's playing me, the endgame master from chess school, right? And, so he's got to do some serious thinking. He can't work it out. I've got 20 seconds. He tries to confuse me. Knight takes e3, king there. Notice my knight is controlling all the entry squares with the pawn, and his other knight is trapped. It's got to go backwards to come out. He still won't admit that he's got to come out. So I played g4. Pass pawn should be pushed. It's an outside pass pawn. Could be a winner. Played knight to g5. Here I took his knight because I want to get rid of a knight. Knight takes. Now I've got 4 pawns against 3. It's going to be a race. Okay, it's going to be race. Also good moves. King g3. Play b6. This weakens his pawn structure. He might not know it. King f4. Knight h3 check. King e4. I want to start pushing this pawn. He plays knight to f2 check. And now I play king f3. I want to push this pawn. Played knight to d3. He went the wrong way. Knight here may have been a draw. Right? I think he's gone the wrong way. And that's when I can play g5. I'm just pushing the pawn. Remember, he still can't attack the pawn with the king. So he plays knight check. Wasted move. King e4. Now his knight can't go here. His knight can't go here. His knight can't go here. And his knight can't go there. Guess what? His knight's trapped. So that means if white wants to win, all white has to do to win this position is push this pawn and go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and the game's over. Technical win, right? A5 is played, B takes A5, B takes A5. And now knight C4, wrong move, right? It should be a win, should be a win. I shouldn't have done that. What have I done wrong here? A5, if it's played A5, yeah, I should play, if I play pawn there, it's a race, isn't it? But my pawn's faster. Yeah, I think the best move is probably pawn here. Anyway, I play pawn takes pawn. Let's see what the engine says. We'll have a look at the evaluation bar. Takes back. I'm still winning. Knight C4, attack his pawn. Play A4. Play knight E5. It's knight C2. He wants to take my A pawn. I'm getting a bigger pawn. Plays knight takes A3. And now for the knockout. D5 check. Plays king F7. Now our knight comes into play. Knight check. That stops his knight going here. Right? And now he's got 2 pawns to deal with. 2 pawns. Play king E7. And now in this position I play G6. So I've only got 1 pawn. There's a threat. The pawn gets here. He can't stop it. He can't come across. So he's got to stop it. So he played king F6 to stop it. And now he simply played D6. Now he's got to stop this one. How's he stop that one? Well, he can't stop it. He can't stop that pawn. Right? He can't stop it. And that's the winning move. There's no checks to save him, is there? I suppose he could play knight here. Could play knight there. And then, if we push the pawn, he could play knight check. That'd be a good trick, wouldn't it? I'd say, what are you doing to me? Well, if I play king here, he could play knight here, right? And we have a game of chess, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and that's right. So this position here could have been a draw. It says white's winning. The engine says white's winning. I don't know how you win it. I don't know how you win it. Because you don't want to lose your pawns. How do you win this position? It looks like the right move. You've got to play knight here to stop the queen. Oh, and then king hits knight. Let me just play knight check. It's a strange position, isn't it? So it says white's winning. The evaluation bar says this is a win for white. I don't know how to win this. King there. Now black's winning. Now it's a draw. Now it's a draw if you do that move. So it's not that move. It's how do you win? Well, we play knight here. You know, what about, we can't play pawn there because now you push the pawn over here. This is a real endgame study. The engine's saying it's a win for white. So you can't stop this pawn. So the only way to win, you can't push the pawn because knight takes pawn's gone. So you've got to push this pawn, right? And you've got to take it. If you take it with the knight, pawn check wins, right? So you've got to take it with the king. Now king takes knight. Now pawn goes forwards. And now you make a queen. And he makes a queen. And it's a win for white because of queen checks. There we go. That's the win. That's a checkmate. You can't stop checkmate. King here, you just play check and mate with the knight. And if king here, you just play king here, you just play check, check, mate with the knight, or mate here with the queen. And if you go here, well, you simply just play check, king here, check, and king here, and knight, checkmates. What a wonderful endgame. How's that for the Endgame Master? Here we go. Until next time, right, I hope you enjoyed that endgame. Right, that was a really wonderful endgame, wasn't it? It was a real good endgame study from a 3-minute chess game. Unbelievable. And my opponent was 2,225, a very accomplished player, SH-58 from Tunisia. Well played though, SH-58. He pushed me to the limits. What I had to find to try to win this game, it's unbelievable. So that's why I finished on an endgame, because we all know here, Grandmaster Teddy and I, we know at chess school that you love the endgames. Because if you can play endgames well, you can beat anybody. All you've got to do is last out of the opening and the middle game, right? And then you can tell your opponents, you're going to beat me 4 times in the game. Once in the opening, once in the middle game, once in the middle end game, and once in the end game. Isn't that right, Teddy? End games are so important, Johnny. Magnus Carlsen wins lots of his games in the end game. Thank you, Teddy. I agree. And with that, we'll say goodbye. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like the video. And if you want to make a comment in the video channel, please feel free to make a comment. And if you want to make a donation to my YouTube channel for production of these videos, well, the PayPal link is in the video description on YouTube, right? So my PayPal link, right? FM John Curtis PayPal link is there. And as I say, make a comment if you like the video. Give the video a thumbs up, and then follow or subscribe to the YouTube channel, because the FM John Curtis YouTube chess channel, because then you get more notifications of other videos, and it doesn't cost you anything. It costs you nothing to enjoy the videos, right? So they're totally free, right? And it just really helps me, okay? So goodbye for now. God bless you all, right? You know I love you, don't you? You do? You see my little heart beating for you. There we go. And with that, I'm going to end my stream. There we go. It's not a stream. End my YouTube video.